I've just recently been doing a TAFE course during COVID because I lost my casual teaching work. I lost all of my music work. I had no concerts this year, no festivals, and recordings were cancelled. Bad year. And I lost my part-time job on a Friday night at my friend's wine bar because they closed down and lost their business. So let's just put all that aside. I ended up spending COVID retraining to be a coxswain for the James Craig, and the reason I did that was partly to help them with their survey, which is a list of all of the ranks that they've got on board to tick the box of safety when they go sailing. So the more, you know, ranked personnel you've got, then the more sure that they can actually sail with a bunch of volunteers. So anyway, I started doing my coxswain's course, and it was really, really difficult because it had a whole section on engineering, and I had not done any engineering. I've never changed the oil on anything in my life. I knew there was a dipstick involved, and that was it. That was the level of my knowledge. I had no idea what happened in that noisy machine. So I went through that experience of a new home educator going, I've got to home educate my children. I know nothing about it. What do I do? And truly how I got over, and this is all about understanding pedagogy, which is understanding how to teach or understanding how to learn. I was overwhelmed, but what I understood is that what I need to do is read all of this babble, the noisy techno words that I don't understand the meaning of, and then do it again, and then do it again, and then go, oh, I get it. And it was only with like a 2-month break between doing it again. It was after that 2-month break, I came back to the engineering and went, oh my Lord, I get it. No, this isn't gobbledygook. I get it. I understand how this works, and I understand where the water goes, and now I understand why the fuel does that. And I understand, oh my goodness, it was like you walk into a room which is all painted black, and then suddenly there are books on the shelves, and you know what those titles are, and you know what the meaning is, and you know that that's a cracker over there, you know? And that is something that you must keep in mind when you're observing the learning of your child. They have nothing. It's all a blank slate, but they don't have that, fingers crossed, they don't have that block to start learning. You know, they don't have these sort of opinions about themselves. Oh, I'm stupid at maths, or I can't write because I was only on 30-word quota all through primary school, or all these other sort of societally imposed opinions that block you from being open to trying something new. And that's something that a lot of home educators who are coming from the school system with their children enrolled in school will face and have to unwind. And it's a real attitude. You have to watch your language with your child. If you instill that idea of working hard and enjoying the process of reading something that is completely new, and then giving it time to settle, then appreciating that and really understanding that has given me the insight that when I'm doing what I'm doing with E now in grade 1, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. The detail doesn't matter. The retention of facts doesn't matter. What matters is that he has been exposed to the world, and then when we repeat that again in grade 5 onwards, or throughout, however he repeats it, he will already have something in there. There'll be like a little hook
seed
you can hook your knowledge onto, that you then come back to with, and you go, okay, well, oh yeah, King Ethelbert, he was a dude in England, wasn't he? He had something to do with the Saxons. Oh, look, he has something to do with Saxons. And suddenly you make these little connections. So it doesn't matter how much he retains over grade 1, 2, 3, 4. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that he loves reading, that he loves stories, that he has a vivid imagination, that he is well nourished, well sleeping. I'm working on that. That's really annoying. That he, has friendships, that he understands how to behave and how to be a nice tenant in the house and not leave food everywhere under couches, and just basically develops this understanding of how to live with each other. That knowledge will come back again and be built on. So don't have high expectations that your child's going to be a genius because they're home educated and you're going to fill their brains full of facts. Forget it. It's just going to dribble out the side. You just need to expose them to contextual learning, and then it will stick over time. That's my best suggestion.
Love
And
it.
experience, my direct experience.
Most of our learning has come from lived experience, you know, through world schooling. Everything that they did was a lesson because they learning about history as they walked through, you know, the Colosseum or went up the Eiffel
Shivers down your
Tower.
spine. I just loved seeing an aqueduct. I just thought, oh my God, that's an aqueduct. I heard about that. That's a thing. Look, it's 3,000 old, 2,000 years old. Oh my God.
And actually in amongst things that they're surrounded, they can breathe, touch and see, I just, you know, get their senses alive. And then the want to learn and the want to discover and go down those rabbit holes is, well, it's just, it never stops.
No.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time and for all the tips that you've offered for new home educators or just parents who think, you know, they want to learn from others, because I think that once we engage in those ideas that we can always learn from others, it just can create more wonderful places for us to share more things. So thank you again for your time. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All the best. Take care. Bye-bye.